Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes the friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals.
A mysterious, all-powerful character, a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask in a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk but stronger than steel.
Today's episode of the Blue Beetle is entitled The Invisible Ghost. Patrolman Dan Garrett, who in secret operates as the Blue Beetle, today matches brains and brawn with a cowardly, ruthless gang of crooked slot machine racketeers. Can he spike their plans to flood the city with crooked gambling devices? Will he be able to uncover the mysterious leader who directs their activities? What is behind their endeavor to install their machines at John Doerr's carnival? As our story opens, Patrolman Dan Garrett is visiting his old friend and advisor, Dr. Franz.
Danny, I've been studying up on slot machines.
Yes? You find out anything interesting?
Well, I'm convinced that the difference between an honest machine and a dishonest or crooked machine is very slight. In fact, I'd say the difference was purely academic.
What do you mean, Doc?
Well, of course, you realize I'm referring now to nickel and dime or quarter in the slot machines, from which your return, if any, will be a handful of coins.
Yeah. That doesn't include vending machines for candy, chewing gum, cigarettes, etc.
Oh, no, of course not. I'm speaking about those machines where you put a coin in the slot, push down the lever, and pictures of fruits or birds or playing cards whirl around and stop in different combinations.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, if certain combinations come up, a certain number of coins will be returned to you. Sometimes as many as 40 may come out. That's called a jackpot.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some of the boys on the force play the machines in Charlie's cigar store.
And how often do they hit the jackpot?
I don't know. Not often, I'm sure.
Precisely. Those machines are fixed in advance to release a jackpot once every 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, yes, even every 100,000 times. In other words, if you were the only one playing the machine, you would have to put in 1,000 or more coins before you'd win the jackpot.
At a nickel apiece, that's $50.
$50 to win $2.
There must be enormous profits in those machines.
Yes, there is. Now, let's suppose the machines these racketeers are trying to install are reasonably honest. Say, 1,000 to 1, which is average.
Yeah.
In a place like John Doerr's Carnival, each machine should average 2,000 players a day. Let's say 10 machines were installed throughout the area.
Well, that's conservative.
Yes, I know, but let's be conservative. 10 machines would get a play of 20,000 players a day, and the average amount spent on such machines is about 20 cents per person.
Well, that's 100,000 nickels at 1,000 to 1 ratio.
The machines would pay back 100 jackpots, or about $200.
Yes, but the intake would be $4,000.
Precisely. Intake $4,000, outgo $200. And crooked operators will go to any lengths to make profits like that. Just a minute, Dan. I'll see who it is, okay?
Hello, Doc. Is the pride of the police force here?
If you mean Patrolman Dan Garrett, he's waiting for you, Madigan.
Hello, Mike. Got the car outside? Yep. Are you ready, Daddy? Ready and waiting. So long, Doc. Those crooked slot machine operators are going to get a big surprise when they run up against Officer Manigan and Patrolman Dan Garrett. Come on, Manigan. Let's go.
Off on special assignment sped Dan Garrett and Officer Manigan in the police car. What is their destination? What will they find when they get there? Will it be a simple routine cleanup job? Or will the Blue Beetle have to swing into action? Within 10 minutes, the police car bearing Dan Garrett and Mike Manigan is pulling up inside the gates of John Doerr's carnival.
Well, here we are at the carnival, Mike. Yeah, where do we head first? Well, let's look around a bit. Okay, Danny.
Trying to hand it to me, a dime with 10th part of a dollar. Knock down a Cupid down with a baseball. Trying your arm, big boy. Maybe you should be with the Giants. Come on here, step right up.
I used to play baseball with the Brooklyn Sandlotters. Why don't you try your hand at that baseball game? I think I will. Maybe I can win a Cupid doll for my youngster.
Step right up here. Come on, step right up. That's right, here you are. 3 baseballs for a dime.
Give me 3 of them balls. I'll show you what real pitching is.
Sure thing, Lieutenant. Here you are. 1, 2, 3. That'll be a dime. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Careful of your arm, Lieutenant Manigan. Remember, you're an old man now.
Oh, yeah? Now cut out the kidding and watch this.
Hey, better look out, fella. My pal here's cross-eyed.
Okay, brother, I'll stand over here.
All one.
No, that was just practice. Now watch this one.
All two. Nice going, Manigan.
Well, the sun was in the eyes. But watch this one.
Hey, are you so Chippy Dog?
Boy, are you good, Manigan. You hit the proprietor right in the old conch. You sure know you're Chippy Dog. What was that, Manigan?
Hey, look, over there. There's a crowd around that tent.
Come on, looks like trouble.
That door's open. What's happened? The tent pole fell down inside doorstep.
Hey, anybody hurt?
Come on, get back, everybody. Get back.
Hold the conch. I'll have a look inside, will you?
Okay, Danny. All right, get back, all of you. Make room here. Come on, make room here. Get back, all of you.
What happened, Dora? Are you all right?
I guess so. A tent pole fell on me as I was sitting at my desk here.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll have Manigan call a doctor. You may be seriously injured.
No, don't call a doctor. I'll be all right in a minute.
Here, I'll get you some water from the cooler.
Oh, thanks.
What caused the pole to fall?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe one of the ropes holding it up rotted through and broke.
Or was cut. Here, drink this.
Thanks. Oh, that's good. I feel better now.
Have those crooked slot machine racketeers been working on you?
Slot machine racketeers? No, I'm sure they had nothing to do with this.
Have any of them been out to talk with you recently?
Well, yes.
When?
Last night.
Any trouble?
Well, we had a few words. They wanted me to put some of their machines in.
And you refused?
Yes.
Did they threaten you?
Oh, in a general sort of way. But you know how thugs and underworld scum are. They talk big, but most of them it's bluff.
Yes, I know, but sometimes...
Hello, Danny. Oh, hello, Mr. Dawes. Oh, hello, Manigan. What happened?
I'll tell you, going back in the police car.
Okay, Danny.
Mr. Dorr, you better have a couple of your men you can trust. Act as a bodyguard till I can get some men from the police department assigned to you. In the meantime, we're going to track down this gang of crooks and put them where they can do no more harm. Come on, Manigan. Back to headquarters.
At police headquarters, Commissioner Donnelly, upon hearing Dan's story, ordered full speed ahead in a drive to round up the crooked slot machine racketeers. Late that night, Dan Garrett is in secret conference with Dr. Franz at his little apothecary shop.
You know, I've got a hunch, Doc, that there's going to be something doing out at the carnival tonight after the crowd has gone home.
And I suppose the Blue Beetle will be buzzing around out there.
Right. And probably nipping, too.
Look out he doesn't get nipped himself.
No, not a chance. At least not permanently. Not with this Blue Beetle costume and mask. This Blue Beetle chain armor has saved my life many times. As long as I'm on the alert, nobody can overcome the Blue Beetle.
I hope you'll always be on the alert, Danny. I'd hate to lose you.
Oh, you've been a swell friend, Doc. I owe my life to you. And this chain armor you made me.
I'm working on something else that will be a great help to you, I believe, in your crusade against crime.
What's that, Doc?
A fluid that painted on your body or your suit of armor will make you practically invisible.
Hey, have you got any of it here?
Yes, but it isn't perfected yet.
What's it like?
Well, you know that every object we can see has some color to it.
Yeah.
And as long as that color is in the color spectrum, the human eye can see the object.
Yes.
But if the object is some shade outside the color spectrum, it is invisible to the human eye.
I see. And this liquid you're working on...
Outside that color band.
Then if I painted myself with this liquid, I'd be invisible.
Yes, temporarily.
What do you mean?
Well, I've got to find a fixer. Something to add to the formula which will preserve the invisible qualities of the fluid longer. At present, it oxidizes too quickly and becomes visible to the human eye within a few minutes. Here's some of it here in this jar.
Say, that's very interesting. Well, if you had it perfected, I could use it on this blue...
Quiet. There's someone out in the front of the shop. You stay here, and I'll see who it is.
Hello in there. Is anybody home?
Coming. Oh, hello, Officer Manigan. And what brings you here at this hour?
Oh, I was passing by and just thought I'd drop in. Is Danny here?
No, Danny's not here.
Well, then I think I'll wait a bit if you don't mind, Doc. Maybe he'll turn up.
Well, I hardly think you'll find Don Garrett here tonight, Manigan.
By the way, have you seen the Blue Beetle around?
The Blue Beetle? You mean the fantastic character who's always outwitting the police?
He won't outwit them forever. Someday I'm going to catch up with that baby, and when I do...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have...
By the way, Doc, some neighbors of yours was telling me they've seen the Blue Beetle in this neighborhood late at night.
What?
Would you be knowing anything about that?
Well, I rarely go out at night. I spend most of my time in my laboratory.
Is that it back there, that room?
Yes.
I never saw one of them things. You mind if I take a look at it?
Well, I'd rather you... you see, I'm making some experiments.
I won't touch anything, Doc. I just want to look.
Well, what is it? What is it? What do you see?
So, that's a laboratory. What a place.
Yes, that's the laboratory.
Must be great to have brains like you, Doc. Well, so long, I've got to be going. Tell Danny I was in.
Yes, I will, Mannigan. Good night, and keep your eyes open for the Blue Beetle. Danny, where are you?
Right beside you.
What?
Yes, when I heard Mannigan outside, I quickly coated myself with your new formula. When he looked into the laboratory, I was standing right in front of him.
Well, that certainly was a great test. But the effects are beginning to wear off. I can see a slight tinge of the Blue Beetle armor shining through.
Hey, Doc, I've got to be on my way. I'd like to take some of this liquid along with me and use it tonight.
All right, Danny, all right. But be careful. Remember, the effects fade away quickly.
Thanks, Doc. Say, those racketeers will get the surprise of their lives when they hear the Blue Beetle but can't see him.
You'd better hurry, Danny. It's about closing time for the carnival.
Yeah.
The Blue Beetle will have to really ride the night wind tonight.
What will the Blue Beetle do over at John Doerr's carnival? Will he run head-on into a band of slot machine crooks? Can he again make himself invisible with Dr. Fran's magic formula? On through the night speeds the Blue Beetle in his fast motor car. As he nears the carnival, he parks his car in a hidden spot and approaches John Doerr's tent on foot.
So you won't sign up, eh?
No, not for any crooked schemes like yours.
Okay, it's your funeral, Doerr. Work on him, Frenchie. How about it, Doerr?
The answer is still no.
Give it to him again, Frenchie. So you won't sign, eh? Well, here's some more of the same.
The Blue Beetle.
Yes, the Blue Beetle.
Oh, there is no Blue Beetle here.
It's a trick. Doerr's got a phonograph planted someplace.
That's so. Well, here's something planted, and it wasn't a phonograph.
No. Hey, Frenchie, what is it?
Me, I do not know. I see nothing.
Well, maybe you can see stars.
Come on, let's get out of here before I go up me nuts. I can't fight ghosts.
Wait a minute. Let me help you on your way with my foot. Now get going, both of you. And if the Blue Beetle ever sees you again, I'll blast you wide open.
Come on, Frenchie. We gotta tell the boss about this.
Are you all right, Dora?
I don't know. I can't see you. Am I blind?
No, Dora, you're not blind. Now do as I tell you. Phone police headquarters and report what just happened.
All right. I will.
And don't worry. The Blue Beetle's on the job. I'm going to trail those men. Maybe they'll lead me to their hangout. Now get going. The Blue Beetle's got a lot of nipping to do.
Will the Blue Beetle catch up with the thugs who are beating John Doerr? What about the invisible paint? Will it wear off before the Blue Beetle reaches his destination? What will he find when he gets there? Out of the carnival grounds dashed the Blue Beetle, just in time to see the two thugs drive off in a long sedan. Jumping into his own car, the Blue Beetle gave chase until out on the river road.
Those thugs are taking the road that leads to the old haunted house. That must be the headquarters. I'll have to take a chance. My invisible paint is wearing off. I'll force them off the road and they'll have to stop. All right, you thugs. Hop out and make it snappy.
It's the Blue Beetle.
Oh, I can see him now.
Come on, let's get him.
This time we don't fight ghosts.
Come on, me hearties. I'll take you both at once. That's for Old Man Doerr. And that's for law and order.
Settle up, Frenchie, settle up.
Kick him in the head.
Oh, no, you won't, Frenchie. That'll take care of you.
Put up your hands, Blue Beetle, or I'll drill you so.
Not tonight, you won't.
Here's a face full of knuckles for you. Well, he's done for a while. Let's see, I'd better not use my invisible paint. I may need the little that's left to use later. How can I get into that house up there? I think I'll just take one of these thugs over here and...
What are the Blue Beetle's plans? Is the haunted house the headquarters of the crooked slot machine racketeers? Let's look in on this weird and mysterious-looking place.
Look through the peephole and see who that is, Snag.
Okay. It's Croker and Frenchie.
All right, raise the iron panel and admit them.
Okay.
Hello, Chief. Me and Frenchie's back.
Yeah, so I see. What have you to report?
Well, Frenchie and me, we went to see old man Doyle like you told us, and we gave him the works, but he wouldn't sign up for the machines.
Did you tell him the Duke sent you?
Sure, boss.
Why didn't you use further persuasion?
We was just going to, and suddenly there was a funny humming sound and a crackle.
Go on.
Well, from out of the air, a voice what said he was the Blue Beetle told us to lay off the old man.
Was it dark?
No, it was light enough, but we couldn't see nobody but the old man.
Go on. Then what happened?
The Blue Beetle started slapping us around.
Ah, ridiculous. You must have been drunk.
On me word, Chief. We were sober to judge. Am I right, Frenchie?
Oui, it is as you say.
Huh? What's the matter, Frenchie? Why don't you raise your head?
Oh, my neck, she is hurt. The Blue Beetle, he hit me hard.
Yeah, like I said, Chief. When we couldn't see no one to fight, we beat it out of there. But the Blue Beetle followed us in his car, and just down the road here, he forced us over to the side, and we had to stop. Then he rushed us, and before we could plug him, he conked us both on a bean, and we passed out. When I come to, I was in the car, and Frenchie here was driving.
And the Blue Beetle?
He had disappeared.
A likely story, Croker. Suppose you step aside. I want to talk to Frenchie.
He'll tell you the same story. Gee, boss, we got to be ready. The Blue Beetle may be here any minute.
Yeah, the Blue Beetle is here.
What do you mean?
Frenchie, take off that hat and coat.
Gee, the Blue Beetle himself, disguised as Frenchie.
Yes, the Blue Beetle, and he is going
There you
to...
are, Blue Beetle. I've got you covered.
Put away that gun. You can't injure the Blue Beetle.
The Blue Beetle seems fond of appearing and disappearing.
Every time he does appear, another bunch of rats are brought to justice.
I'm happy at last to have met the Blue Beetle face to face. But I regret that the meeting must be so brief. I have seen you. I wish to see you no more, so... down you go, Blue Beetle, through the trapdoor into my subterranean sewer. You'd like to chase rats, as you call them. Well, you can get your stomach full of them down there. Maybe they'll turn the tables and chase you, Mr. Blue Beetle. Hey.
Yeah?
You and Croker close the trapdoor.
Sure, boss.
Yeah, sure. Anything you say, boss.
Now, listen to me. You'd better get this straight with no bungling if you don't want to join the Blue Beetle.
Not me, boss. It was Frenchie's fault the other time. He didn't slug the old man hard enough before the Blue Beetle showed up.
I don't want any excuses. I want results this time.
Yes, boss.
You go and see John Doe again. Tell him there's $1,000 a week in it for him if he signs up with us. If he refuses again, tell him the Blue Beetle's dead. Offer to prove it to him by bringing him here. Go easy on him this time. But either get his signature to a contract to install our slot machines at the carnival or bring him out here. Have you got that straight?
Sure, boss.
You better have. And one thing more. If you don't come back with Doe's signature or with Doe himself, you'll be pushing up daisies when spring comes round
Hey,
again.
listen, boss. That's a cop.
Yeah. How did they find out
You stupid fool. You must have left a trail a mile wide.
No, boss. Nobody saw us but the Blue Beetle.
You hide, Croker. Behind that screen over there. They'll get nothing on me. I'll meet them. Snag, you stand by.
Okay, boss.
Open up the name of the law.
Snag, raise that iron panel.
Yeah, sure.
All right, boys.
You got your guns? Here we go. Come on.
Good evening, gentlemen. Calling rather late, aren't you?
The law's on the job 24 hours a day.
Well, that's admirable. Something wrong?
Yes, you.
Me? What have I done?
Your thugs have tried to kill an old man, and you were trying to install your crooked slot machines at the carnival.
I assure you, you've made a mistake, Sergeant.
I ain't, Sergeant. It's plain Officer Mannigan, and we ain't made no mistake. The Blue Beetle phoned us 10 minutes ago.
Now I know you're mistaken, Officer Mannigan. The Blue Beetle couldn't have phoned you.
The Blue Beetle. Yes, the Blue Beetle.
What? It must be a ghost. The Blue Beetle.
No, not dead. Just invisible.
No, it can't be. I saw him drop down that wall.
Well, what's that you're trying to say?
He's trying to tell you, Mannigan, that he saw me drop to my death through that trapdoor you're standing on.
Holy Moses, I never noticed it. I'd get off quick. Hey, where are you, Blue Beetle?
I'm here, there, everywhere a criminal tries to hide.
Let me out of here. Let me out of
Not
here.
till you confess to this crime.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, confess, you crook, or I'll choke it out of you.
No. Take me away from here. Take me to police headquarters. I confess. Only don't let the Blue Beetle's ghost get me.
All right, boys, put the handcuffs on.
All right, Mannigan.
Very good work, Blue Beetle, wherever you are, and thanks. But don't forget, someday I'm going to catch up with you. And when I do, I'm going to run you in just on general principles.
That's okay with me, Mannigan. But remember, you first got to catch me. So long, Mannigan. Give my regards to the commissioner.
And so the Blue Beetle broke up another racket that was preying on unsuspecting amusement seekers. What happened when he fell through the trap door? How did he escape from his living tomb? Let's look in on Dr. Fran's little apothecary shop, where Patrolman Dan Garrett is relaxing after a strenuous night.
Oh, Danny boy, you sure have luck, don't I? You know, when I felt myself falling, I twisted myself so I landed on my feet. The twist must have thrown me to one side, so that instead of landing on the concrete floor, I landed in a fairly deep stream of water that flows under the cellars of that haunted house.
Remarkable.
Wasn't it? What did you do then? Well, I let myself be carried along by the stream, keeping my head above water whenever I could.
And how far did it carry you?
Oh, about 500 feet underground. When I came up in the open, I quickly covered myself with your invisible paint, rushed back to the house, and entered with the police.
Excuse me a minute. Someone's out front in the store.
Hello, Doc. I want some quinine. My youngster's got a touch of the flu.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Just a minute. Here you are. That will be 10 cents.
Here's a quarter. Say, did you hear? That mysterious killer on horseback has killed another cop.
Another one? That makes the 6th in as many days. Oh, here's your change.
Thanks. Yep. Strange the police can't seem to do nothing about it.
Well, here's one policeman that's going to do something about it, and right now.
Oh, so it's Patrolman Dan Garrett,
Yes. So long, Doc. If Mannigan calls, I'm over at police headquarters.
What is this new scourge that has struck the city? 6 policemen shot in 1 week by a mysterious horseman. Undoubtedly a strange, deadly maniac. Will Dan Garrett run him to earth? Or will it take the Blue Beetle to avenge these deaths? These questions will be answered in the next episode of The Blue Beetle. And now, here's the Blue Beetle to say a few words.
The moral of this story is that courage will often win against any and all odds. If you are right, stick to your gun through thick and thin, and you'll come through somehow. All of the real leaders of our day in every human endeavor have courage. Call it nerve, bravery, whatever you will. But acquire it if you haven't already got it. And hold on to it, for it's very, very precious. This country we live in was built on courage.
The Blue Beetle is a copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine, on sale at your newsstand. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspapers. And don't forget to listen in to the Blue Beetle.
Well, hello, it is Jurisdiction. This is the 5-minute break. You do not need to get off of this because the next show will still be on this clip. Okay, I'll see you in 5. Hey, it's Jurisdiction again, and this is the end of the 5-minute break. I hope you're ready for the next episode, Death Rides on Horseback.
The Blue Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld of smash gangland comes the mysterious, all-powerful character who is a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone, but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk, but stronger than steel.
Today's episode of the Blue Beetle is entitled Death Rides on Horseback. A mysterious masked rider has been waging a one-man war on the city's police department. Several policemen have been shot down, murdered in cold blood by this fiend on horseback. Every man on the force has sworn vengeance against this mysterious killer. Patrolmen in pairs patrol their beats, but always the killer marks his victim, shoots him down, and gallops away to a secret hiding place in the vast wilderness of the city park. Can no one track him down? Is there no one to put an end to this one-man blitzkrieg? What is his motive? As our story opens, Patrolman Dan Garrett, who is also the Blue Beetle, is with his friend and advisor, Dr. Franz, in his apothecary shop.
Danny, what are you going to do? I'm going to get that killer if it's the last thing I do.
Be careful, Danny. You know this mysterious killer shoots policemen on sight.
I know that. But he'll have to be pretty quick on the draw to beat Manigan and me.
I'd feel easier about you if you were dressed in your blue chain armor of impenetrable steel.
Well, so would I, but first I've got to meet this mysterious horseman in the uniform of a police officer. Manigan and I are going to take a little jaunt through the park in a patrol car.
Well, you'll be best, Danny.
But be careful. I will, Doc. Well, I've got to be moving along. I'm meeting Manigan at headquarters at 10 o'clock. Nearly that now. So long, Doc. I'll see you later.
Well, as I see it, Danny, this mysterious killer may be the Blue Beetle.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. It's sort of a hunch I have.
But the Blue Beetle has never been a killer. At least not of the forces of law and order.
Now, that's true, but still he's always working undercover. He may not be the killer, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn he is in cahoots with him.
He's got the Blue Beetle on the brain.
Maybe so, but someday I'm going to land that baby and...
Hey, what's that stoplight ahead? It's changing.
Okay. Danny, will you see if you can find me keys on the floor there? I think they slipped out of my pocket when I got in the car.
Okay. No, I don't see anything.
All right, cover. You still wearing this?
Oh, you got me, Danny. The killer.
Where, Manigan?
In the neck and shoulder. I didn't have time to draw my gun.
I wasn't even looking. Those keys of yours.
Yes, I know, Danny.
Here, move over this way. Let me slip under the wheel.
Where are you going?
I'm going to drive you to the hospital first, and then
No, I'm not hurt bad. Let's get after that baby that just winged me.
Well, are you sure you can hold out?
Sure I can.
Well, okay then. Here we go.
Off through the park sped the police car after the murderous horseman. Twice the two policemen spied him galloping across the great lawn and around the reservoir. But each time they tried to cut him off, he changed directions and finally disappeared. Late that night, at the little apothecary shop.
Dr. Franz. Hey, Dr. Franz, where are you? Oh, hello, Danny. Well, what's up? I just ran into the killer and... you're not hurt? No, he got Manigan, though. Dead? No, nothing serious, they said at the hospital. Flesh wound, that's all. Oh, how did it happen? Well, we stopped for the traffic lights in the park. I was looking for Manigan's keys on the floor of the car when suddenly the killer appeared out of nowhere, started firing, and then dashed away in his horse.
We gave chase but lost him in the woods.
Well, what are you going to do now, sir?
Blue Beetle is going to nip this killer and nip him good.
Your chain armor and mask is in the back room there. I rather expected you'd be needing them tonight.
Thanks, Doc. And is my equipment in that secret place in my belt?
Yes, everything is complete.
Fine. I borrowed a horse from the stables of the mounted squad when no one was looking. He's outside now. As soon as I get into my Blue Beetle armor, there'll be another mysterious horseman in the park. But this one will ride as an avenging angel.
Will the Blue Beetle catch the mysterious killer on horseback? What will happen when these two horsemen meet? Can Dan Garrett as the Blue Beetle avenge the deaths of his brother officers on the police force? Let's look in on the editorial rooms of the York City Chronicle.
Hello? Yeah, that's the Chronicle. Okay, give it to me over the phone.
Charlie, I'm worried about Joan Mason.
She's out on this mysterious killer case.
Yeah, I didn't assign her to it. In fact, I tried to discourage her, but she insisted she was tired of writing about gardens and babies and society chit-chats. Said she craved action.
She'll get action if she runs into the killer.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I've got a couple of our men tracking her just in case.
She's got the stuff reporters are made of, or I don't know anything about her.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Biggie. What? No sign of her since she what? Say, I told you not to let her out of your sight. I don't care what happens. Get back there and find that Mason girl and bring her in with you, or don't come back. What's happened? That was one of the men I sent to play Joe. He says he saw her disappear behind some bushes at the foot of a cliff in the wildest part of the park. And when he got up to that point, there was no one in sight. Just then he heard hoofbeats approaching. He hid and saw a horseman dash by him, and he... What do you make of it? I don't know. But I'm going to call the commissioner and give him this information. We've got to find that girl.
What has happened to Joan Mason? Who was the mysterious horseman Editor Crane mentioned? Was it the fiendish killer, or was it the Blue Beetle? In the still of the night, a lone horseman steals along one of the park's many bridle paths. Suddenly, he draws rein.
I wonder who that is ahead there, silhouetted against the sky. It may be a mounted officer, or it may be he's moving off, down toward that traffic light on the highway. Let's go, Bright Star. Go up there. You can't escape me. Empty your gun. You can't injure the Blue Beetle.
Oh, it's a Blue Beetle. Try and catch me.
I'm gaining on him. Now for a leap to his back. There. All right, killer. I've got you. Pull up or I'll choke the life out of you.
I can't stop this horse. He's running away.
Give me those reins.
It's no use. But you can't stop him now.
And I'll tell him. He's heading right for that cliff.
Here, we're going to kill him.
Not yet. I've got you, and I'm not going to leave you.
If you want to die, all right. Here we go. Here goes.
What happened? Did the Blue Beetle, riding behind the killer on the killer's horse, ride to his death against the side of the rugged cliff? In a cavernous hall, a masked figure stands over the prostrate form of the Blue Beetle.
At last I have the pleasure of entertaining the Blue Beetle in my secret hideout.
What happened? Where am I?
You're in a subterranean hideout. My trained horse stopped short as we entered, and you flew over his head and landed on yours.
But the rock wall.
It opened to receive us. There's a secret entrance controlled by photoelectric cells, set up high in 2 trees outside. Only a tall person on horseback passing between that can break the circuit which opens the secret entrance.
Very ingenious. And now?
Now I wish to talk with you. That's why I have you there in that cell. Why I led you into this rest house.
Rest house?
Yes. The Blue Beetle has been so active recently that we feel he should have a rest. Perhaps a permanent rest.
Yes, I see. You say we. Then you are not in this alone.
By no means. I'm only an agent. A special agent of a very powerful political ring who wish to discredit the present commissioner of police and put in their own.
You think that murdering a policeman in cold blood as you have done will discredit him?
Listen. Cops killed my brother. I hate cops. If you were a cop, I'd have shot you down like a dog.
You're insane.
No, ambitious.
For what?
Power.
What can you hope to gain by murdering policemen?
Cops are $1 a dozen. They'll never be missed. But if we can make the citizens lose confidence in the present administration, we can put our own men in command of the city.
You'll never put it over.
Who'll stop us?
The Blue Beetle.
What? So where you are? In that cell? Don't make me laugh. Listen. You think you're smart because you cleaned up a few so-called big shots. You never even got near the top. Why, when I'm commissioner of police... Yes, me. The political power I represent has promised me the job. There's only one person standing in my way.
Who?
You. I'd have put you out of the way long ago. But Scarlatti...
So it's Scarletti that's behind all this.
Yes. I don't think for a minute you'll ever have a chance to spill the beans unless you agree to come in with us. You'll end your career in this little cell. The chief admires you and can use you. He wants you to be on our side. He wants you to lay off his friends. Now, there's plenty of dough in it for all of us, and you'll get yours. I don't think you can agree to work with us and then double-cross us. We'll be wise to any trick you try to pull.
I see. When does Scarlatti want his answer?
Take your time. There's no hurry. Take a week to rest up here. You've been pretty active recently. You need the rest. Of course, there's no food here, no drinking water. Unless I open this valve to the park reservoir and flood your cells. But what's a little thing like that to the Blue Beetle?
The answer is no. Go ahead, do your worst. Tell Scarletti that I say there's not enough money in the United States Mint to buy the Blue Beetle. I'll get Scarletti and others like him, no matter how high I have to fly.
All right. I'll take your message to Scarletti, but when I return, you won't be alive to hear his answer. Now let's see you swim out of this, Mr. Blue Beetle.
What will happen to the Blue Beetle now? Can he escape from this subterranean prison before the water reaches the level of his mouth? What has become of Joan Mason, the girl reporter who vanished just outside the secret hideout? Far away in another part of the city, Dr. Franz is working in his laboratory.
Strange, I haven't heard from Danny. I hope he hasn't... that must be Danny now. Hello?
Hello, is that you, Doc? Can you hear me all right through this portable wireless telephone?
Yes, Danny. Where are you?
I'm in prison in an iron cell below ground somewhere in City Park. I'll tell you more about it later.
What can I do to help?
I need some more electric juice in my magic ray machine.
Yes.
If I can get some more juice, I may be able to burn through these iron plates before the water rises too high.
Water rises too high? Are you in danger?
Look, Doc, please don't ask questions. Just do as I say it. Your only chance to help me.
All right, Danny. I'll do what I can.
Good. Now hook up that energizer of yours to the radio locator. Tune in the midget antenna in my Blue Beetle helmet and shoot some energy through to me. You know, like you did last time.
Certainly, boy, certainly. Just a minute now. There's the locator working. 2 points west. And a half more. That's it. Hello, Danny. Danny, my dial indicates contact.
Okay, Doc. Okay, shoot the juice through.
Here it comes. Hello, Danny. Are you getting anything?
Sure thing, Doc. Coming through fine. power of my magic ray is building up. Now look, I'm going to try to burn my way out of here. I have to work above my shoulders. The water's up to my chest already.
Well, hurry, Danny, hurry.
Listen, Doc. Listen, here it burns. I'm cutting right through the steel with my magic ray.
Hurry, Danny. Hurry, boy, hurry.
Doc, can you give me a little more juice?
I can't give you any more. You're getting the limit.
Okay, Doc. Okay. The water's up to my neck, but there's only one more side to cut away. Then I'll be able to put...
Danny! Danny! Hello, can you hear me? Answer me, Danny! What's happened? What's happened, Danny?
So, Chief, I turned on the valve and let him drown. I am sorry. He was a clever boy, but too honest. What do you want done with that girl reporter? She must disappear permanently. I'll take care of it. Good. Listen, I am a respectable businessman. Everybody know I'm a respectable. I am a friend to everybody. You are my agent. You take care of things. Someday you'll be police commissioner. Thanks, Chief. And now you go. Take Rocco and a Bugsy with you. No, this way. Yeah. Nobody must see you leave my house. And remember, if my name is connected with this, you will also disappear permanently.
Meanwhile, in the subterranean hideout, a ghostly figure is stealing up a winding stairway. Ahead of him, a spotlight plays on the wall as he mounts. In the middle of that circle of light is a large Blue Beetle.
What's that noise?
Let me out! My paper will make it hard for you!
Just a minute. I'll see what I can do for you.
Who are you? The Blue Beetle.
Yes, the Blue Beetle. Who are you?
John Mason of the Chronicle.
How did you get in there?
Some man put me in here. Hey, don't ask questions. Get me out of here. I'm cold and I'm
No,
hungry.
now, take it easy. I'll see if any of the master keys I have will fit. There you are.
Thanks.
Say, you're a good-looking girl.
Never mind the compliments. Let's get out of this place.
First, tell me how you got in.
Well, I told the editor of my paper I wanted to work on this case.
Dangerous work for a girl.
Oh, I love danger.
You must. Go on.
Well, today I saw a horseman disappear in the bushes at the foot of the cliff. When he didn't reappear, I grew suspicious. So tonight I decided to investigate. Just as I pushed my way through the bushes, I heard a horseman coming. I ran along the foot of the cliff. I must have tripped and fallen because the next thing I remember, I was lying at the bottom of the old abandoned bear pit.
Yes? And then what happened?
I noticed a large iron trap door in the floor of the pit. I raised it and found a flight of stairs. It was pitch dark, but I decided I was going to finish what I started. So I descended.
In pitch darkness?
Yes, I've got to show that editor that a woman can make as good a reporter as any man living.
I see. That accounts for it. Go on.
Pretty soon, I turned a corner. I saw a light. By lantern light, a man was reading some documents. He must have heard me because he flashed a spotlight in my eyes. I turned to run, but it was too late. He grabbed me and put me in that room there where you just found me.
How would you like to help me catch the killer? And also get a front-page scoop for your paper.
I'd love it.
Very well. I think we're going to see some action very soon. You stay hidden until I can get a gun for you. Can you shoot?
Sure, I'm a Texas Ranger's daughter.
I'll open and unlock the girl's cell and bring it down to my office.
Oh, boy, will I. She's a beauty.
Why, it can't be. Why, he's
Very much alive and ready to nip.
Rocco, cover the exit. You mustn't get out of here alive.
We'll see who gets out of here alive, you foul murderer. Your time's up.
Oh, yes? Well, I can still shoot free.
Your killing days are over. You can't injure the Blue Beetle. A little kick with my foot and you're disarmed. And this, and you're out like a light. Come on, you son, Roscoe or Taco or whatever your name is. You're first.
Hey, boss, you get in from that side. And I'll get him from
And the
this
Blue
side.
Beetle will get you both like this, by the throat. I ought to strangle you both, but I'll let the law do that. You and your chief here in the old, so reputable Scarletti. There, I'll just knock your heads together. Let go of you, and let you fall. Miss Mason, you can come out now.
Oh, I'm already out. I had these men covered with the gun you kicked out of the killer's hand.
That's fine. Now, here's your chance to get a scoop for your paper.
Well,
Do you know Scarletti?
sure. He's the big wine distributor.
Yes, and he's also the top man of the underworld. He's bigger than the Duke, the Octopus, and a lot of others.
Really? That respectable businessman?
The same. If his scheme for political control had clicked, the killer there would have been made commissioner of police.
That murderer?
Yes.
What a diabolical scheme.
Yes, the city would have been systematically robbed and the police made helpless.
Oh, what a story for the Chronicle. Why, this story will make me.
I hope so.
What are you going to do?
The Blue Beetle has one more call to make tonight.
Hello. Hello. I'm a telling you, I'm a respectable businessman. I know. No. How much money? Summertime, I wish I was an honest. No, I don't want some part of it. Why you not talking to someone like the Adder? He's a crook, but to me, I'm a respectable businessman. Goodbye.
The Blue Beetle. Yes, the Blue Beetle, you hypocrite.
Why you come here? I'm a respectable...
Yes, I know you're a respectable businessman to most of the world, but not to the Blue Beetle.
What do you mean? You know Canopy. That's the noise.
That's the law. Coming for you, Scarletti.
No.
Yes, your sins have found you out. Your candidate for police commissioner is already a prisoner. Incriminating documents connecting you with many murder projects and underworld rackets are in the hands of the York City Chronicle and will be published. Put down that gun, Scarletti. It's too late for... Oh. You choose suicide rather than face the music. Well, your death will help to clean up a lot of racket.
Open up in the name of the law and open this door.
Break it in, Patrolman Manigan. The Blue Beetle has a present for you.
All right, Blue Beetle. All right, I've got you covered.
Wait, he's gone.
Hey, Manigan, look on the floor there.
Scarletti. He's wounded. There's a note pinned to his body.
Yes, it is the Scarletti, king of the underworld. A present from the Blue Beetle to Detective Manigan.
Again, the Blue Beetle has crossed swords with gangland and come off the winner. Can the great city now rest in peace? Will the criminal element lie low now that their hypocritical chief has been unmasked? Let's look in on Dr. Fran's little apothecary.
Well, Danny, you certainly had me worried when your voice was suddenly cut off in that flooded cell.
Well, that was a close call. The water rose to the level of my mouth just as I finished cutting a way out of it. So I had to swim underwater to the stairway, but when I reached that, I was safe.
Well, now, Danny, you'd better get some rest. It's almost daylight. You can turn in on the couch.
Oh, thanks, Doc. I think I will.
Excuse me. Hello? Who? Dan Garrett? Yes. Yes, he's here. Oh, Danny, it's for you.
Okay. Hello? Dan Garrett speaking. Oh, hello, Manigan. You did? Gee, that was great. You ought to get a promotion. Huh? Insurance racket. Well, that sounds like an interesting assignment. The commissioner wants to see me at 8 o'clock in his office? Okay, I'll be there. Good night. Sorry, Doc, I can't stay with you. I've got to get home and lay out my dress uniform. I'm due at the commissioner's office in a few hours, and I've got to look my smartest. So long, Doc. There's no rest for the law.
And So Dan Garrett gets ready for a new assignment. What will develop in the insurance racket? What new dangers will he face? Can it be that there are still some criminal masterminds at work in the great city? These questions will be answered in the next episode of The Blue Beetle.
The Blue Beetle is a copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine on sale at your newsstand. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspapers. And don't forget to listen in.